Jackie. I can't do it. Jackie. What am I saying? I can't even pronounce anymore. That's really hard. Aloha, everyone, and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hyram, and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. So you may or may not have noticed, I got my plaque, yay! You know how long I've been waiting for that thing to arrive in the mail? So fucking long. For all of you guys who don't follow me on Instagram, you missed an unboxing video. You also missed me accidentally flashing my address 10 times across the screen while doing the unboxing video, but it's too late, you can't find it, stalkers, back off. But again, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. It's so cool being able to have that on my shelf. Anyway, moving on to the video. If you guys have not seen, I recently did a video where I reacted to Nikki Tutorial's skincare routine, and boy, that shit blew up. You guys absolutely loved that video, and in the comment section, I noticed that the top request for the next YouTuber to do is Jackie Aina, which I was so excited to see because Jackie is one of my favorite YouTubers out there. I absolutely love Jackie. I think what she is doing in the beauty community is incredible. Representation, talking about racial issues, social issues, we need that in every single industry out there, and she is definitely one of the main proponents of social change within the makeup industry, and I think that's incredible, and I take a lot of inspiration from her. She's just a beauty YouTuber I can so easily watch because she incorporates humor and a lot of personality into her videos. She just keeps it entertaining and engaging, and for me, someone who does not have an attention span longer than 10 seconds, I need that shit. Ow. The last video was inspired by Robert Welsh, a makeup artist who reacts to YouTubers' makeup routines, and I took inspiration and decided to apply it to skincare because that's kind of my world. But I would highly suggest you guys go over and watch him. He's a great guy. Awesome channel. So Jackie Aina has done multiple skincare videos, but the one I'm going to be reacting to is, I believe, her most recent one. It's called Hot Guy Does My Full 20-Step Skincare Routine. Not gonna lie, when I saw that title, I was like, what? Isn't she married? Or is she married? Is it her boyfriend? I thought they were married. Watch me be totally wrong. I only saw the title, but I never actually watched it, which I don't know why, Hyram. I love Jackie Aina. But right away, I'm gonna say I'm a little bit skeptical because a 20-step skincare routine, like 20 products in one go, it's a little excessive, but I will keep my mind open as I go into this video. If you don't know me, I am a skincare specialist. I've worked within the industry for a few years and currently still work with a skincare company facilitating trainings on skincare knowledge and ingredients. I am not, however, a licensed esthetician or a dermatologist, nor do I ever claim to know more than any of them. I'm just someone who works in the industry giving my input.
Hi guys, welcome back. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi guys.
I know it's inevitable. I know everyone says this, but literally Jackie Aina is one of the most beautiful humans I've ever seen in my life. I remember the first time I discovered her and I was like, she looks like a princess.
We're dressed up in our bathrobes because it's literally bedtime for us here in LA. Today, I'm going to be teaching Dennis how to do my nighttime skincare routine. Sometimes I give you the occasional tip, but you've never actually sat down and done my routine exactly the way that I do it.
Because it takes you a good 30 to 45 minutes.
It takes me about 30
and
minutes.
I'm in bed at that time. It's actually really...
Wow, 30 to 45 minutes. That's intense. I mean, I am someone who is obsessed with skincare. I love it, but if my routine goes past 20 minutes, I'm like, girl, we need to stop. This is not sustainable. I'm not going to be able to keep this up. Skincare, in my opinion, should be pretty simple, pretty minimalistic. You focus on your basics. That's it. But you know, we'll see what products she uses.
The reason why, for me, it's so important to be very thorough. I'm a very busy girl. For me, that 30 minutes twice a day that I do morning and night is my way of kind of recharging, resetting. It's my way of...
Wow, 30 minutes in the morning too? Damn. Okay, I will say for my nighttime skincare routine, it's definitely like a longer process, but my morning time routine is just like the basics. Literally after cleansing is just like serum, moisturizer, sunscreen, let's go. I have some thoughts on that, but I'll save it as I, look at her routine, see what she uses.
That's actually a good point.
This video is also going to be done in partnership with Dermalogica. I just have to say thank you guys for supporting me and all.
Ooh, okay, so she's sponsored by Dermalogica for this video. Ugh. Why does every skincare video out there by every single YouTuber have to be a sponsored video? Why is this always the case? It's so difficult to find someone who's actually just interested in talking about their skincare routine without it being sponsored. I mean, girl, get that coin. Like, I am not judging at all, but sometimes I'm just like, Is anyone just interested in skincare for skincare's sake and not because you had a brand approach you and so you feel the need to make a video about that because of the sponsorship? Is anything pure in the world anymore? Like, I really don't have a problem. But if you want to see my thoughts on Dermalogica, you can watch my video. I've linked it in the description box below. I talk about all my thoughts there and how I'm just not crazy about the brand. I'm just not personally a fan.
I actually cleanse my face like 3 times. You do a pre-cleanse, follow it up with like a cleansing water. You know, the one that you like to use to wash your hands with? Yeah, my micellar cleansing water that you've been using as hand soap. You think I didn't notice?
Oh, is it that time?
It's about time to snatch.
Oh, it's that time.
So the pre-cleanse and the special cleansing gel are known as the power couple.
Is there not just one product that can do both?
If a face wash...
Ooh, okay, if I remember right, the pre-cleanse is like chock full of essential oils. Like, I think that was one of those products when I actually looked at the ingredient list, I was like, I don't think I have ever seen a clinically focused brand include that much fragrance in one product. If you don't know my opinion on essential oils, fragrant essential oils are really just unnecessary in a skincare product. They pose only risk and irritation to the skin and are very unstable, so any benefits that you could be getting are really just overrun by the plethora of negative side effects that you can have to essential oils and can cause long-term irritation. So whenever I see a brand formulating with essential oils, I'm like, do you really understand what's good for the skin? Because I don't think so. The cleansing gel I remember using, it wasn't like that bad, but it wasn't that great either. And I think that one had a lot of fragrance too. Not too big of an issue. It's a cleansing treatment. They're both wash-off treatments, but I just remember being shocked by how much fragrance were in these products.
If a face wash by itself was strong enough to do the job of 2 products, it'd be quite harsh. You're breaking down what's already there before you go into face wash. Pre-cleanse.
Okay, cool.
Pre-cleanse. Now this is an oil, so hold it very...
Her philosophy is right. Like, I completely agree. And it's why I always tell people, like, if you wear makeup, you must double cleanse. I feel like a lot of people only look for one product. They're like, what's the one product that will do everything? And my response is, you really shouldn't be using one product to get rid of everything because it's going to be way too stripping for the skin. The fact that it has to bulldoze through all of that makeup, but also gently cleanse your pores is just not possible. It's going to overly strip your skin, cause sensitivity, dryness. It's better that you go in with a cleansing oil or a micellar water initially, and then follow up with a cleanser afterwards. That way you're really just able to pry that thick coating of foundation off your face and then gently cleanse all of it from within your pores to make sure that your skin's hydrated, clean, but not overly stripped. So her philosophy is definitely right. I completely agree.
You can rub it in your eyes, rub it around your eyes.
It smells good.
It smells really good. So this melts away the excess oil. This just breaks down the first layer of excess sebum. And
I love that he goes in with his palm. He's like, that just looks so difficult. I always just use my fingers.
Dirt.
He's taking out your makeup because he's
yep.
like,
See. Yeah, you got it, babe. Sometimes the face wash is.
Does it get messy or is it quite good?
It does get messy. It can. Let me see you.
Would you say the most effective way of doing
my remix?
Would you say the most?
Let me see you.
Would you say the most effective?
We got to get it up. Now, LA Beautyologist on Twitter taught me this.
Yeah.
The hashtag 60-second rule. It kind of went viral. She teaches that you're supposed to cleanse your skin for 60 seconds. No one's gonna count to 60. No one has time for that, bro.
Yeah.
A good alarm clock is to just sing the Fresh Prince theme song. That's about 60 seconds.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Oh my gosh. That's another thing I love about Jackie's videos is that she references meme culture so many times. And I'm like, yes, that is the language I speak.
Just wipe it on your face like you normally do. Really get it in there. You probably got a lot of gunk and build up too. So
my skin's good.
But with skincare, babe, it's almost like people who eat McDonald's every day and they don't gain weight. Like, just because you don't see the effects, it doesn't mean you're doing something right.
It's true. That's actually a good.
So freaking true. Oh my gosh. Thank you for touching on that, Jackie. So many times you guys will comment down below and just be like, well, essential oils work great for my skin, or anything with denatured alcohol really makes my skin look super good. And I'm like, that's super fucking great, but like, what about long term? Like, if you're putting junk on your face, at some point, it's gonna catch up with you. This analogy is so good because I cannot tell you how many times like people will be talking about a skincare product and they're like, well, Kim Kardashian uses it and her skin looks great, so my skin's gonna look great too. Just because someone has good skin does not mean that they have an amazing skincare routine. Like she was saying, someone could be eating McDonald's every single day and stay skinny. It's just not really fair. That's just kind of how genetics work. And I know so many people who have incredible skincare routines and incredible knowledge, people who are chemists, dermatologists, and they don't have the most amazing skin in the world. And that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been fortunate enough to not struggle struggle with a lot of issues, but I do know that if I start using the wrong products, the wrong ingredients, if I start damaging my face now, that shit is going to catch up to me and I'm going to age like a motherfucker. And at some point, my skin's going to look like shit. Just like all the people who eat McDonald's for 20 years and then all of a sudden they have crazy health problems. It's exactly the same. I love that analogy.
I didn't know how many components and tools it involved.
What did you think I was doing?
Actually, that's a very good question.
Writing music? You want to know what's next?
Let's go.
Special cleansing gel. Now we're ready to actually wash our face.
But you're saying I didn't wash we did wash our face.
No, we...
Okay, so with the amount of makeup that Jackie Aina wears, I think it is appropriate for her to go through like 3 cleansing steps, like a cleansing oil, a micellar water to pick up the excess, and then a cleansing gel. If you are someone who wears very light makeup or not a lot of makeup, I would be cautious about this because that can be a little bit overly stripping to the skin. Like, cleansing can be one of the most harsh and irritating part of the skincare routine, and a lot of people just don't realize it. So for Dennis, I would say that's a little bit too much for his skin, but for Jackie, I can see how that would be really beneficial because she just uses so much makeup. But for everyday use or like morning and nighttime, going through that process, completely unnecessary. Cleansing should be a really gentle step.
So this is soap free, which is good because some face washes are very abrasive, can be very stripping and drying on the skin. Okay, you're enjoying.
Okay, Jackie knows some stuff. When she talks about soaps, she's referring to sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium lauryl sulfate, which are common cleansing ingredients in like older cleansers. A lot of cleansers nowadays are formulated without them, but from time to time I will come across products that include both of those ingredients, and they're not the devil, they're not the worst, but they can be just a little bit overly stripping to the skin, which is why I personally like to avoid them where I can. I just believe there's better alternatives. But I'd say that is critical if you are going in with a 3 cleansing process. You definitely don't want one of those to have sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium lauryl sulfate.
Now this part is, I would say, probably the most important part of my skincare routine, babe.
Why?
Because it's the last cleansing step, which means you can't skip a beat, you can't miss any crevices. And you know, I like to apply this like a massage. Also, I can go over my eye makeup with this and not worry about my eyes burning. It's pretty gentle.
Okay, let's go and rinse.
Do you feel clean?
I feel clean.
Do you feel like a new man?
I feel rinsed.
Do you feel like you can... You didn't rinse yet though.
I know.
Do you feel like you can conquer all odds?
Yes.
Okay, all right, you're ready to rinse then. Oh my God, babe, feel how soft my skin is. It feels so nice and plump, huh, babes?
Yeah, it feels actually soft.
I
How's
know.
mine? Feel mine.
Oh, cut me. I'm just kidding. That's probably the softest I've ever felt your skin, babe. It's not soft, it's usually just ashy.
Okay, you can go away now.
Oh my God, babes, your skin is so soft.
It's so
thank you.
cute. Man, couple goals.
What kind of mask do you want to do? Do you want a vitamin nectar or violet C radiance? I would say the vitamin nectar. I like...
Try that one.
You didn't even let me.
It's okay.
Okay. That mask is actually better applied
With my hands.
with hands and
Thank you.
massaged in.
Okay, she's definitely bougie because both of those masks are not cheap. I will say that. They're pretty expensive. So she's going in with the Tatcha Violet C. It's like a radiance mask that includes vitamin C just to help brighten the face. And then he's going in with Vitamin Nectar from Fresh, which claims to deliver similar results. I will say if I had to choose one, I would choose the Tatcha one just because the one from Fresh includes so much fragrance and so many citrus extracts that are extremely irritating to the skin. I would not recommend that personally to a friend because, whoa, hello irritation. But the Tatcha one is not too bad. It does include fragrance, but it is a wash-off treatment, and from what I've seen, doesn't include too many irritating ingredients. So, you know, I would say it's not terrible, but bougie as hell.
Why are you putting on so little?
Take your time. Don't rush the process, babes.
Okay.
Going
Now,
too fast, babes. Take your time. Slow down.
I'm a little more...
Slow down. I just want to get to know you.
Turn around and bless me with your
Your beauty. Dermalogica.
I want to hope that she's not going in with a face mask every single night because you really should not be doing that. Face masks are meant, unless it specifically says on the packaging that you are safe to use it every single day, which is more like a moisturizer and not a face mask. But with either of these masks, I would never recommend them for every day. I would say like 2 times a week at most. I believe some of the ingredients in these are exfoliating and you just want to be careful about that. I just don't recommend that. And if your mask says that it's safe to use every single day, girl, that is just a heavy moisturizer. That is not a mask. Okay, so I think we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products now. 15 products to go, and we're more than halfway through the video. Wow.
Let's go.
So
You would have been finished right now.
After the first round, I'd have been done.
Now it's time to use toner. This is a really gentle one.
Sorry, I'm showing too much chest.
Yeah. No one asked you to do that. After you've done all the rinsing and the washing and the cleansing.
Is that the Pixi retinol toner? You guys don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Pixi. I just think they're like really overhyped and overpriced for the benefits that they deliver and include a lot of irritating ingredients. If that's the product I remember, it does have retinol, and personally, I would not recommend going in with a retinol product after doing an exfoliating or brightening face mask. Looks like it, but I'm not 100% sure. I hope she says what it is.
Cleansing and the masking, right? Yeah. You have to bring the natural levels of your skin back to balance.
Yeah.
That's what toner does.
Okay.
Put your hand level.
So that's kind of a misconception. Originally, when cleansers were soaps, yes, they were overly stripping to the skin. They would throw off the natural pH, and toners were introduced to be able to reset the pH. But nowadays, most cleansers aren't formulated with harsh surfactants, which means that you really don't need to reset the skin's pH. Any products that you follow up with afterwards, like a serum or a moisturizer, will usually suffice in terms of hydration. Standard toners are really just unnecessary, in my opinion. The only time I would use a toner is if it's like a powerful exfoliating toner or has some type of treatment, but even then I would prefer that in a serum. A lot of times companies are continuing to push this narrative of like resetting the skin's pH because it benefits them in sales, and the more products that they can sell to you, the better. If you aren't using cleansers that are formulated with stripping ingredients, you're fine. You can follow up with a serum and a moisturizer. You really don't need a toner.
This is just something that I put on for like the extra moisture and nourishment, okay? Press it right into your skin.
And none of this affects my...
Oh my gosh, she's going in with another Pixi product? Jackie, you're killing me. I don't know, like Pixi is not the worst. It's just so overhyped. I think it's their Rose Essence, which in my opinion is just not a good product. It's formulated with fragrance and irritating ingredients, similar to most Pixi products out there. I feel like going in with a toner and an essence is just excessive. Like, pick a lane. Choose one, either a toner or an essence.
How is this experience applying the products with your hands? Do you do that often?
Yeah, I think you're not going to get a better experience if you were to use something else. What do people typically do, not using a hand brush?
Cotton pads. But I am trying to cut down on as much paper waste that I use every day, because like the paper towels and the cotton rounds, it's a lot. We have a number of serums we're gonna
Yes, I love to hear that. We love an environmentally conscious queen.
apply. You know how much I love Phineas stuff.
Yeah, what does that do?
This one is I don't know how to say this word. Salicylic acid and kojic acid. So we're just gonna pull.
Oh my gosh, she's going with a salicylic acid treatment. Damn. Okay, so I'm starting to find a lot of problems with these. She's going in with too many treatments. This is way too much for your skin at one time, because she's going in with a vitamin C treatment mask and then following up with a retinol toner and then following up with a highly fragranced essence and then going in with the salicylic acid treatment. Now, I love salicylic acid. It's one of my favorite ingredients out there. It's great for going deep into the pores and just pushing out dirt and excess sebum. But salicylic acid is exfoliation. And when you're combining exfoliation, vitamin C, and retinol all at the same time, that is just a breeding ground for sensitivity and irritation. But a lot of times, especially at the dosages that these products have them, you may not be able to notice that in the short term. Now, if you want to spread those across an entire week, like do one of those every single day, absolutely. I think that's great. Maybe doubling up every once in a while, like going in with, brightening mask and then following up with salicylic acid. Totally fine. But doing all of this at once, I just don't recommend.
Key parts
Can you do mine for me?
of the face. Also, babes, it's best
Oh, no.
to pat.
Oh
Yeah, to
no,
gently-
I thought Jackie would know better than this. She touches the dropper to her skin. This is something that honestly beauty gurus are to blame for, because in every single Instagram tutorial you will see them sliding the dropper across their face. The reason you don't want to do this is because serums that are formulated in dropper form are great, but they are at risk of bacteria growth. If you are touching the dropper to your face, bacteria is going to transfer onto the dropper itself, and then you are putting that dropper in the skincare solution, which means you're risking a lot of bacteria growth, because that just creates the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. I don't recommend that. If you are going to use like a serum in a dropper form or an oil in the dropper form, either put it on your fingers or in the palm of your hand, massage it together, and pat into the skin. Jackie, I hope you're taking notes, because that is one thing that I never knew before, and I'm so glad I have now learned.
of that serum, but for your lips. It tastes good, huh? One more serum for recovering. 3 little squirts.
Oh my lord.
Pat.
Well, we got...
Oh my god. Okay, at this point, I will say she has gone way too far. Jackie, I love you. I love your knowledge on skincare. You seem to be woke about this shit. But the serum that she's going in with includes multiple exfoliating acids, and topping all of those on top of all the other treatments that she's done is just too much. That is too much. Also, I've used that serum before. One of the reasons I wasn't crazy about it is because it does include a relatively high concentration of denatured alcohol. But yeah, this is my official statement saying that she has gone too far. Too much, girl. Just get on with moisturizing. Let's get a move on.
Oh, again, this one's got a very strange, interesting smell.
It smells like Valerian steel. All we need to do is add an eye cream. Look at how little I use. How is it on?
Oh, okay. So they're going in with the Banana Bright eye cream from Ole Henriksen. Not the worst, but not a fan either. I will say a lot of people like it because it's a yellow tint, which helps to offset darkness in the under eye area. But in my opinion, there's just a lot better eye creams out there, and it's a little expensive for the amount of irritating ingredients that it has. I've noticed a trend with Jackie. She uses a lot of fragranced skincare products. She probably does that because, like she said, she loves the experience. I get nervous about how many products that she's piling on top of her skin, all of which include a shit ton of fragrance. If you guys want to see my video about fragrance and skincare, you can look at it down below. If you guys want to see a video on Ole Henriksen, let me know, because I'm really considering making a video about their brand, because I have so many thoughts, so many opinions that I want to share with you guys.
No matter what your skin type is, even if you have oily skin, even if you dry as Arizona, and I'm using this one because it's light and whipped.
These ones feels nice. Whatever
Yeah.
it feels icy.
Ole!
Oh, it's all like,
Whoa, she uses a lot of moisturizer. She's going in heavy. Technically with moisturizer, you really only need like a little bit, like a tiny little bit, but she looks like she's applying like at least 3 times the amount of normal moisturizer. Sometimes this can be a little bit of a risk, because if you are, say, in a more humid environment like where I am in Hawaii, and you're using too much moisturizer, fungal acne is just here to party. If you don't know what fungal acne is, it's all the tiny little dots that you'll see on the surface of your skin. They look like pimples, but they're too small to pop. They thrive off of extremely moisturized environments, and if you're going in with too much moisture, especially with all the other products that she's using, that's just the breeding ground for fungal acne. So I get worried about that. But, you know, if she's not seeing a problem with this amount of moisturizer so far, then, you know, good for her. It seems to be working for her skin.
Dermalogica product. All the stuff is irrelevant. The rest of the stuff doesn't work if you don't use this to begin with, okay? So, listen, it's all good at using the other steps, but if we don't take the first key step.
Her face. She's just like, I am never letting him on a brand deal again. I'm sure Dermalogica loved him. They probably sent him a whole care package just for this entire spiel. I have to say, I admire Jackie's commitment to this. Like, she is committed to her skincare routine, which I love. I just wish there's a little bit more knowledge about the risks associated with certain types of ingredients. Like, if she applied this much energy to heavily researching a lot of ingredients, I think she could just be like a skincare guru. I would go to her for information. All right, that seems to be it. Overall, I will say that was a lot better than I expected. Sometimes with beauty gurus, you just never know. One second they're going in with the gentle CeraVe cleanser, and then the next second they're applying Elmer's glue to their face to get rid of the blackheads. And honestly, I have to say she knows her shit when it comes to skincare. I think there could be a little bit more knowledge in terms of knowing about sensitivities and allergens and different types of ingredients and what risks that they cause. I would say she's on the right track, but she just needs to minimize her skincare routine. Like, choose one treatment at a time. I love treatments, I love serums, I love exfoliating, I love retinols, but in my opinion, it's best if you don't double up or triple up or quadruple up like her on these products or ingredients because of the irritation that could come along with it. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me say like irritating and inflammation and all these words, but really a lot of times in the moment we won't realize how much we are doing to our skin until way later when that irritation starts to show, which is why it's so important that you're very knowledgeable and skeptical about which products and which ingredients that you use. But honestly, besides that, I really enjoyed her routine. She's definitely on the right track, knows what she's doing. I think a few years down the road, and she's definitely going to be a lot more knowledgeable about skincare and probably more picky about which products that she uses. I'm so excited to see where she goes because this was a lot of fun. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I want to hear your thoughts. And of course, be sure to let me know which YouTuber skincare routine you think I should react to next because I want to hear your thoughts. Like I said before, this video is meant for entertainment and information purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.